The resurrection of the Asphalt King. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In episode 628, we are breaking the silence that has plagued the motorcycle world for far too long. For years, there has been a void in the power cruiser segment, a space once occupied by a machine so distinctive it created its own category. Today, we are looking at the return of the legend. This is the 2026 Yamaha VMAX 1700cc V4. This isn't just a motorcycle. It is the resurrection of raw, unadulterated muscle, re-engineered for a new era of riders who refuse to compromise on soul. The legacy of brutality. To understand the 2026 model, we have to respect the bloodline. The original VMAX was known as the Widowmaker. For a reason, it was all engine and very little chassis. But the 2026 iteration takes that legacy of straight line dominance and refines it into a weapon of precision. Yamaha has retained the iconic design language that defines the VMAX silhouette, the massive, unmistakable hand-polished aluminum air intake scoops, the muscular tank, and the drag bike stance. However, the lines are sharper now, carved with an aerodynamic aggression that suggests this bike doesn't just cut through the air, it smashes it out of the way. The heart of the beast, 1700cc V4. At the core of this machine lies the engineering marvel that fans have been praying for. The 1679cc liquid-cooled V4 engine has been updated, not downsized. In a world moving toward electrification and parallel twins, Yamaha has made a defiant stand by keeping the V4 configuration alive. For 2026, they have reworked the internals with lighter forged pistons and fractured split connecting rods to meet modern Euro 5+ standards without strangling the power. The result is a projected output shattering the 200 horsepower barrier, with earth-moving torque available from as low as 2,500 RPM. This is the modernized V-boost feeling, a relentless surge of acceleration that feels less like a vehicle and more like a rocket launch. Chassis and handling evolution. The criticism of the past was always that the VMAX couldn't corner. That story ends with the 2026 model. Yamaha has utilized a completely new gravity cast, aluminum frame that uses the engine as a stressed member, significantly increasing rigidity while dropping weight. The swing arm has been extended slightly for drag strip stability, but the front end now features massive 52-link inverted forks with full electronic adjustability. Paired with top-tier Brembo-style McCalipers biting into 300mm discs, this beast finally has the stopping power to match its acceleration. It is a muscle bike that has learned to dance, offering a level of agility that defies its intimidation factor. The technological cockpit. Sitting in the saddle, the rider is greeted by a fusion of analog soul and digital brain. The 2026 VMAX features a minimalist TFT dash tucked below the cowl, keeping the handlebars clean. The electronic suite is comprehensive, designed not to limit the rider, but to keep them alive. It includes a 6-axis IMU governing traction control, slide control, and wheelie control, all of which can be turned off for those brave enough to tame the beast unaided. Crucially, it features a dedicated drag mode launch control, optimized to put every ounce of that 1700cc power to the pavement without smoking the rear tire into oblivion. The verdict. The 2026 Yamaha VMAX 1700cc V4 is a love letter to internal combustion. It is loud, it is unapologetically aggressive, and it exists to remind the world that the golden age of muscle bikes isn't over. It has just evolved. Yamaha hasn't just built a new motorcycle, they have restored a monarch to its throne. For those who believe that too much power is just enough, your ride has arrived. This is the VMAX Reborn. Thanks for joining us for episode 628. Ride safe and keep the rubber side down.